So today we're going to be talking about how to track your data accurately within the Meta Ads Manager using the Conversion API setup. So if you're running ads before iOS 14.5, you are living the dream. Basically, you are able to track everything that users were doing so that when they took any action on your website or across any of the apps, etc., we were able to track all of that, and then we were able to optimize our campaigns accordingly. Post iOS 14.5, we are now blocked from some of the actions that users are taking on their iOS devices. And to counteract that issue, Meta has actually created the Conversion API. Communication is no longer happening from browser to browser. The server is now directly connecting to the Meta Ads Manager, which means the data that is being collected into the Ads Manager is much more accurate. And the reason that this is really important is that if you aren't seeing the correct results or information coming into the Ads Manager, it's really hard for you to test and optimize different campaigns, as well as retarget people that are actually hitting your website or landing pages. Because if we don't know who's hitting them, then we can't retarget them. So if we have accurate data, then we can do all of these things, and the performance of our campaigns can be much more accurate and obviously much better as well. Before I dive into this a little bit further, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to see more content like this. We're releasing new content all the time. Something else I wanted to talk about when it comes to cookies and being able to track data is the attribution modeling. So with the way that it's been set up post iOS 14.5, the Ads Manager was only able to track sales and downloads and actions for 7 days from when someone clicked an ad and 1 day from when they viewed an ad. That has now been extended to 28 days thanks to the Conversion API. So given all these reasons, it's really important that you set up the Conversion API. And I know that sometimes these things can be challenging technically, but we're going to break it down pretty easy. And I'm going to show you where to make that adjustment within a WordPress site and a Shopify site. Now, don't worry if you don't have one of those platforms, because you'll be able to find it relatively easy by running a Google search. Basically, you just want to search for how to add a conversion API to your particular website platform, so e.g. Squarespace or whatever website you are operating on. But I can't stress enough how important it is for you to set this up, particularly if you haven't started running ads, but also if you are running ads, you want to get it set up straight away so that your data is accurate, so that you can optimize your campaigns, improve their performance, and start increasing the ability to be able to retarget people that are hitting your website, etc. So the first thing I want you to do is come into WordPress if that is your particular website. Now, for example, if this is the plugin that you are using, so I'm going to use this as an example because this is one that we like to use. It's the Meta Pixel for WordPress. So what you want to do is come into the plugin section and search the plugin and add it. So the plugin that you want to add is the Meta Pixel for WordPress. So you want to download and add a plugin as you normally would. Once that is downloaded into your account, then you want to come over and click Settings, then Get Started. That will bring up a screen. Then you want to continue through to your Business Manager account, select Next. Then you'll come to this screen and you need to make sure that your Business Manager is correct, your Facebook page that you're connecting, your Instagram profile, your ad account, and your pixel. You'll need to make sure that all the right accounts are selected so that you are collecting the right data. Next, you want to click Next. Then it says, what is WordPress allowed to do? You want to allow this, so click Next again. Just wait for this to process. Then you want to select Done. Then next you want to tick this little box down here and click Confirm, and basically it's allowing for Facebook to have permission to access your business assets. When you are setting this up, there are often glitches because of website speeds. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that this box down here is ticked, send website events to Meta using the Conversion API. That's actually what is going to get that extra data sent across for you into the Ads Manager. So make sure that box is ticked and you'll be good to go. So to set up the conversion API in Shopify, you want to come over to apps and it will open this box. Then you want to search for the Facebook and Instagram channel. Then it'll bring up the Facebook and Instagram channel, and what you want to do is you want to click the settings function up the top. What you want to do is you want to make sure that the data level is set on the maximum level. That is all that you need to do when it comes to setting up the conversion API for Shopify. Now we are going to jump across and I'm going to show you how to check if the conversion API is set up on the metaads side. So let's go over there. To check that your conversion API is set up within the actual business manager, what you want to do is come over to the All Tools section, so the 3 lines on the left hand side, and click Events Manager, and that will bring you into this screen. And what you want to do is you want to scroll down until you see all your events on the left hand side, all the actions that people can take on your website. Then you want to come across to the integration and hover on the little information symbol, and as you can see it says information was sent via the browser and the conversion API. So that has been set up accurately. The purchases are also coming through the conversion API, which is really important. So we are super excited to see that that is working. The last thing I wanted to take you through was the metaads attribution modeling. So historically, when we didn't have the conversion API, we could only track people's actions up to 7 days. So if they clicked an ad, we could only track it for up to 7 days. That has been extended to 28 days. Now, the way that you can check the comparison in times is coming on to this performance button and clicking compare attribution settings. Essentially, what you can do with this particular tool is you can see how many people have taken action 1 day after seeing your ad or clicking your ad, or 7 days and 28 days. So for example, you could select 1 day view, 7 day click and 28 day click, and it would apply those 3 comparisons within your actual ads manager. Sometimes it doesn't track all the data, so people won't take action after 1 day or 1 day of clicking your actual ad. So you may want to extend that to 7 days or 28 days. And this is particularly true for products that are a little bit more expensive, because it takes a longer time to convince someone to buy that product, or for them to maybe be able to afford it from when they originally saw your ad. So that is why we use that particular tool. So we hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to see more tutorials just like this. We'll see you next time.